Homomakos, it is the Monday evening. We had a successful live stream today. It was pretty awesome. Of the two batteries, one of them was still good to go, so I got another inverter. And Sir Chris sent me a message in the middle of the early afternoon, and I tried it out, and I was able to log in. And when I left this morning, the Starlink hadn't had enough time to connect to the satellite, and I did check it one time after that this morning. But yeah, when Sir Chris checked in on me, I gave it a shot, and it connected. So I was able to turn on that remote camera and get those shots of the just the final moments of the lifting of the booster onto the platform here today. It's kind of cool. It's the inaugural live stream. Got it going again. It's It's great. Looks like they're having fun on that little dozer. Just picking up a little stuff here, cleaning it up a little bit. Well, I can tell you that the full moon was yesterday, Sunday, and today I did buy back in with about 50% of what I sold over the last several days at the peak. So I got between 10 and 20% return on with the 50% that I put back in. So I just made about 10 to 20% on some stuff that I sold at the top and bought back in lower. I still expect it could go much lower, and I still have about 50% of what I'd sold over the last week to put back in if it does go lower. So it's kind of cool that it worked out. And we got some nice view tonight. If I had a little bit better camera, I could get that shot if my equipment were a little bit better. It's getting there little by little. But looks like they're having a lot of fun on the orbital launch platform right now. That's the kind of shot that I love, being able to see the blue and the grays and the people moving around on the machinery. I'll move. All right, I'm gonna move the camera here, guys. You leaving? Okay, we're good. We're good. Good stuff. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Ship lifting pins on the chopsticks have been deployed. Okay, that's good to know. I'll get some shots of the chopsticks. Thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, it's pretty. Hey, Stephanie, good to see you. And also Helena, good stuff. I got some grape juice. I wasn't able to buy the right type of grape juice on Friday night, Saturday, so I did get some today. I think I drank a little bit too much, but it was good. You know, good quality grape juice, not just a regular plastic grape juice, but organic and everything else. But the next level would be to buy the grapes and juice them myself. That will be the real stuff. And then on top of that would be to get some organic, real grapes and then juice those. So, and maybe one step beyond that would be to grow my own grapes and then to pick them, and then to juice those. Maybe eventually I'll be selling some Starbase grapes grown on between the launch site and the build site. Yep, kind of cool. Okay, so apparently the pins have been deployed. I would assume there were some other photographers that got that shot earlier in the day, and when it was more light outside to be able to see that. But this is the post-work, the after-work show. I did work today and made some good money, and getting to check out what I like to look at here. Pretty awesome. A telescope right now would work good too. Ken from Florida, awesome, awesome. Nice to see you, Ken. Stephanie, Helena, good stuff. I made it a members only chat. We've been getting a lot of spam recently in the last, today the spam picked up again on the live stream today, so I just made it members only, you know. If I'm able to set up the live stream before I leave for the day, I can select, I can make it just subscribers only. So I can always do that on the live stream, but I did make it members only this afternoon just because, but yeah, I can make it subscribers only, but when I do it from the iPhone, I can't really do it just subscribers only. I got to do it, the app just lets you choose members only. So that's about it. They got the booster up there this morning. Well, this afternoon, sorry. Maybe they started this morning, but yeah, around, I don't know, the early afternoon, it seemed that they started that lift. And I was able to see a little bit. Sir Chris actually sent me a text message, and that's when I attempted to turn it back on the camera, and it worked. So from a distance, I was at work in town doing some stuff, and on a short break, I got his phone text message, and it worked. And yep, good stuff. Well, yesterday we had red on the tower here. We had a lot of red lights, and tonight we got a lot of green lights. So I'm not sure what that means. I think yesterday Tony and some of the other people were saying that the red was meaning that it was full. They couldn't accept any more. I don't see red down here, but couldn't accept any more gases and stuff like that. But green, can you tell me what green means here on the tower? Ready to lift or ready to do, ready to do something? Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, the economy did, okay, today apparently the bond market was not tradable today, so there was no trading in the bond market, so the stocks were relatively stable. I think there was some type of chip company that reported some type of negative thing. I think it was not enough sales or a downturn in the sales or something like that, but apparently the word that they're using to explain the downturn, a lot of times there is ups and downs in the market, and they're caused by certain large players in the market. And then when they decide to put a downturn in the market, then they come out with some news to try and explain why it went down. So the reason why the market went down isn't necessarily because of the news. The news, they use the news to explain away why certain people sold or bought. So it's after the event when the news comes out a lot of times to explain why something happened, but it's not necessarily the cause. So one of the big words that they used today was that some type of chip maker, something involving a chip maker. Okay, Stephanie says Stephanie B. On buildings, red equals do not approach. Green equals safe to approach. Okay, so the tower is safe to approach right now. I got it. Orange equals authorized personnel only. Oh, and that's on buildings, huh? Red do not approach. Green equals safe to approach. Huh, maybe. See, Carl says red on the tower means restricted access. Okay, green means full access. And back to what Stephanie said, green equals safe to approach. That kind of means the same thing. That's kind of cool. Red do not approach, and then red restricted access. Well, there we go. That's cool. Thanks, both of you, Stephanie and Carl. I've been putting together some talking points for the. I'm planning to meet an attorney, 4 attorneys on at the end of this month, and I'm going to send them some talking points. So I told the gentleman that was setting it up that I'd send him a list of talking points by like tomorrow morning, like a week from when we last spoke. So I'm going to finish that up. I have been doing some notes, and I'm going to simplify it and maybe just put it in a couple blurbs with the OceanCam mission on it. It's going to be a relaxed meeting. It's apparently going to be a relaxed meeting, but with some capable people there. So 4 attorneys in one room with myself also, and to potentially join the team, and with some type of equity possibly, and 1 to 2% over 20 years of 100 million shares, and depending how long they stay with OceanCam, and some success-oriented fees and stuff like that. So I've written out about 2 pages of stuff, and I just got to cut it down to a few lines with the I think the OceanCam mission, my name, and the company contact info. I just got to make it look nice and cut it down. So it's starting to rain. It was starting to rain when I was driving over here. Little sprinkle, very little sprinkle, but it is it's raining a little bit more than it was before. So we may get some rain tonight. Otherwise, it's just cooling me off, and it's nice to have a little cool off here. It's starting to pick up with the wind too. I'll get some other pan left, pan right shots as well. Yesterday was the first time I'd seen the helium tanks come out here in a while, and we do tonight. We got 2 helium tankers here. There isn't anything else here at the moment, so I don't see any methane tankers coming in here. I don't know if anyone saw any earlier today, but I don't see any methane tankers, and those would be needed for a static fire, right? The road closure today did end kind of early, so it ended around maybe 3 or so, something like 3 p.m. or something like that. So whatever they were doing here today for that road closure, it ended early. A lot of times it'll go till 8 p.m. They'll take up all the time. So I don't see any methane tankers. I don't know. I don't see that they're preparing for any kind of static fire. Maybe some type of cryo test or something like that, or maybe they're preparing to lift the Starship onto the booster. I could imagine that. I could see that happening. And I don't see that Raptor that was on the stand. I'll pan to the right here. Let me get a close-up shot of this first. Carl says just a booster lift onto the orbital launch mount today. Oh, okay, that's cool. So this is a little close-up of what the helium tankers look like. Compressed helium, that's what that says. Can't really make it out right now. But there's 2 of them here. Kind of cool. They had one yesterday kind of parked perpendicular to these 2 along the back wall there. So it was going along the back wall there. And so that was yesterday. Today they're kind of in the direction that they're doing now. Okay, Carl says Raptor 7 is under booster 7 being installed right now. Okay, let me get a little closer shot of that. Thanks. That's cool. I didn't know I could really get that close up with this camera. I could lower the camera so it wouldn't shake as much. I might try that out a little bit. Just a minute. That's as close as I can get. That's pretty cool. So what can we see here? Yeah, it's definitely not shaking as much as it was before, so that's good. Sorry. Yeah, I could get a slightly different shot to the right here, possibly. It's a little bit, it's difficult to, because we don't got a shot of where the engine is. Maybe Lab Padre might have a different angle on that with where they can see the actual Raptor. I think NSF is to my right as well. They might be hearing me on their stream. I apologize for that. There's only a few spots where you can stand to get the shot here, so. Gotta make room for Ocean Cam, that's for sure. We gotta get the Ocean Cam shot here. You know, there was a research article that came out a week or so ago from some people that scientists that their paper got published in the Journal of Nature, and it was about a lake on the southern region of Mars. Cool. Carl says Lab Padre has two rover, two cam. Has a rover, two cam zoomed in on the Raptor installation. That's good. They've got a really good camera over there too. So that's good. Someone's got to get it, right? Someone should be getting that shot. Together we can do it together. Together we can all make it together. Looks almost like a UFO or something like that, all right? But in this case, it's an IFO. They've identified it. They've identified the flying object. It's a booster on a orbital launch platform. Well, that's what I can see tonight. Let's see what we're doing on time. 18. We'll do another, at least another 15, if not another 25 minutes here. It feels like something could be happening tonight, or maybe not. Maybe someone has some big insight they want to share or something. I don't know. Seems like we're just getting started. So we did get a little bit of bad news today. What I touched on already today, and what I will touch on a little bit more, is that so we're in we've passed the full moon, so we got another 14 to 15 days before we get to the new moon. And we had the first of the bad news starting today, which caused the apparently, you know, the news is not the cause, but they've attributed that to the downturn in the stock market. But I think the dollar was stronger today too, so that is a major reason why the stock market would go down, because the equities are priced in dollars, and if the dollar becomes more expensive, then the amount of dollars per stock is going to be less. So as the dollar increases, the stock becomes less dollars, because the value of the dollar is more, and you can it doesn't take as many dollars to buy the stock. So if the dollar keeps increasing and if the bond market keeps spiking. Today there was no trading in the bond market in the U.S. apparently, so it's going to reopen tomorrow. And if the bonds keep spiking past the I think it's 3.98 or something like that, or 3.88. If it goes above 4, then that's we haven't seen that in a long time. Then that'll cause the stock market to crash a lot more too. So yeah, so we got about 14 more days of pain until we get to the new moon, and I believe it'll have an effect on the market. So we probably won't hear a lot of good news in the news. A lot of good news in the news. It's always bad news, but we'll probably hear a lot more economic bad news in the next 2 weeks. And then after that, they'll take a break for 2 weeks, and then we'll get some more bad news after that. So the full moon, new moon to the full moon, we get the good news. New moon to the full moon, we get the good news. Full moon to the new moon, we get the bad news. So. But remember, again, the saying that it's never wrong to take profit is what Gregory Mannarino would say. Check him out on YouTube, Gregory Mannarino. It's never wrong to take profits, and bulls make money, bears make money, and you can fill in the rest. Pigs get slaughtered. You know, I was watching some YouTube, a little bit of YouTube on my way home today. I've got a nice sound system I got installed last year in the truck with some of the little. I was making money, good money around June, July last year. So I spent some of that money. I splurged and got a good sound system for my truck, like $1,000. It didn't have any speakers, so I kind of needed to buy speakers, but I also got a good a Bluetooth radio with the speakers. So now I still have good speakers, but so yeah, I was listening and I found a YouTube thing with Mike Tyson and Sadhguru. It's a new video they did and I've got about halfway through it, and it's just awesome. You know, Mike Tyson has been doing a lot of he's been doing a lot of toad venom. I've never done any of that, and I only did maybe 4 days worth of stuff over 21, 22 years ago. So my experience with different types of stuff like that is pretty limited, but very powerful. The few times that I did stuff was very powerful. So, but Mike apparently has been doing it twice a day, toad venom. So he's had a lot of experiences over the last, I think he's been doing it for over a year now. And now he's sitting down with Sadhguru to get the natural way of doing it with the yoga. So that's really awesome to see. And I've enjoyed watching I think it's like a 50-minute show. I've watched about 30, maybe 35 minutes of it. So I got some more of that to watch. And there was another video which I haven't watched, but I want to watch. It's with Gerald Celente and Robert Kiyosaki. That came out today as well. So we're getting a lot of collaboration between really experienced people, and it's awesome. And I just it's so great to be able to watch these good shows. I'm looking forward to watching that as well. Yeah, there's another guy I watch also called Johnny Bravo. You should check him out. He's if you're into trading or if you're into swing trading, check out Johnny Bravo. I actually I bought his course maybe 2-3 years ago, maybe probably around 3 years ago, and I did what he was doing. And when I was doing it, when I was actually doing it the way he taught me, I was making like $600 a day or something like that. It's pretty awesome. Then I got sloppy and put in an auto trade. I took a bus and I wasn't looking at it and I lost everything. So you got to be careful. I lost everything that I still had in. You know, I didn't lose everything, but I lost quite a bit. So. And I haven't swung trade since then. I haven't. Now I'm doing the buy and hold type thing with a little bit of a trading here and there with a little bit of it, but mostly a buy and hold and dollar cost average is what I've been doing. Yeah, I think the only thing left to get in the shot here is me. I think I got to get in front of the camera. I got to get it where the lighting is good. So I think this might be a good shot for me to get in front of the camera. Good evening, Earthling. That's it. Now I've got everything in the shot there. Hey, Tom. Started to get some of you can see the sand blowing on the road here. It's kind of cool. I did a video a while back where I was on the beach and it was a really windy day and sand was going everywhere, and I kind of got into it was interesting to me, so I put it in the video. It was a lot of fun. I think that video probably had some sound to it too, mixed in a bunch of sound. But yeah, today was a success as far as the battery issues I've been having, and so I was able to live stream with just a one battery. I guess some of the people in the chat had mentioned that it was there's something called sulfurization, and I have to look into that. But there's a process you can do called desulfurization. And it's where you apply like a high current, a high voltage. I mean, I don't know the current, but a voltage, you apply a really high voltage to it, and that might desulfator. Yeah, there's some type of something like that. That maybe that could do it. $30 on Amazon. Oh wow, Tom. Okay, I was thinking, well, maybe it's going to be expensive, but if it's only $30, hell, thanks. That might do it. And the charger that I have might be causing the issue because it's rated up to 75 volts, and the solar panel I have kicks out 77 volts. So when it's really at the peak of the day, it goes up to 77 volts. So that may be causing an issue in the batteries. That the charger can only handle up to 75, and then I guess maybe that's causing them to. Okay, Tom said, yeah, that with that Victron MPPT, I can use any source. Okay. The MPPT that you sent, it would be the right one. I think the 130 volt one would do it. It's like $500, so I haven't bought it yet. But I could buy it this month because I'm making really good money. But it's on the first step today was to get everything running, and it was running, which was really good. A new battery would cost about 500 bucks too, so I'm weighing my options. Oh, I think we see something happening here. Yes, we do see something happening. They moved the Starship into between. My God. They moved the Starship over between the chopsticks just now, everybody. Look at that. Look at that. Sneaky. Wow, it's happening right now in front of us. Yeah. No sound at all. Very quiet. Wow. It's not making any sound, guys. Let me tighten the camera so it doesn't shake so much. All right, should be better now. Wow. Yeah, it just moves so much. Cool, Tom. Because it was eclipsing the orbital launch platform there, and now it's not. You could definitely see the change there. Yeah, when there's something to show, I will be quiet and just get the shot for sure. Wonder if they're going to lift it tonight. It's a little bit windy right now. I would suspect they would get it in position and then just keep it there till tomorrow. But you never know. You never know. It's pretty windy right now, so I would imagine they would wait till tomorrow, and they would probably have a sheriff here blocking off the area or something like that. But you never know. You never know. If you only train on an easy day, then when the hard day comes during the race, then you're out of luck, right? Maybe they gotta train on a mildly tough day like today to lift it. If you only train on the easy days, you're not really training, you know. So maybe this is a good day to lift the Starship. Vaya con Dios. Yeah, the membership right here on the channel is $2 or $1.99. So you know, when there's spam like we had today, and we've had a lot of spam in the past, that's why I put a members only chat. Yeah, it's, you know, $2 that'll support the channel, and also give you access to the chat when we do these members only chats. Appreciate it. I'm a member too. I spend quite a bit of money on all this stuff, so I work 24/7 to pay off the real estate bills and everything else. So I'm working for the channel too. It's not just for me. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, this feels like the early days when we maybe 14 months ago. So that would be uh, August of 2021. It's kind of what this feels like right now. Kind of nobody around, just a lot of dust. There's a lot more infrastructure here, but this is kind of what it felt like. Nobody here. Just got the sound of the different things that are happening here. Let me get some shots of the left and right of here. Looks like they got it positioned for now. If or when they start lifting, I will definitely get that shot again. I wonder if they're lifting now. Let me know if you see any lifting happening there with these chopsticks. Sometimes we'll hear some pressurization increase and then release, and then they'll lift between the pressurization sounds. I don't hear anything like that right now. You know, they'll build up a lot of pressure and then they'll lift and then do it again. You know, they moved in those big trucks and everything else. I don't know yet what those are for. I think they said HVAC on the side there, but what do they need all that HVAC for? They got like four trucks over there. Yeah, I don't see any lifting right now of the chopsticks. Okay, I get the shot to the right here. You see the parking lot here is practically vacant. Ordinarily, this is filled with trucks here. I guess just past the main gate there are some trucks that are beyond that white truck back there. But normally, this is a lot of times this is full with trucks. Don't really see any, hardly anybody walking around. There are some people here in the methane tank farm messing around a little bit. You can see someone getting up over there. Two guys. There are people on the overlaunch platform itself. I think there was a light on the chopsticks, so there's somebody maybe on the chopsticks as well. But and then to the left here, same thing. Mostly empty. That's my truck there. There is a vehicle behind me, otherwise it'd be a little bit off the road, but mostly empty. And it is a Monday night, so it's kind of odd for a Monday to be this empty of people. You know, it's normally a Saturday or Sunday where it might be a little less on the people. But yeah, today, nope, not many people here. Okay, during a lift, the tower lights, Carl says, will turn to red. Okay, thanks. Well, looks like they're definitely looking to do a stack sometime in the next day. That's going to be a long time since we've seen this stacked like this, too, with the Starship up there, right? I don't remember the last time it was, but I think there was a recent time where they may have done that. Maybe someone could refresh our memory. Maybe if you know, let me know. When was the last time we saw a stack? I think maybe just before the SLS thing. Did they stack it then? I can't remember. I think maybe they did. See what time we got here. We got almost 45 minutes that I was looking at. Cool. Like another 2-3 minutes and I'll wind it down for the evening. Cool. Well, it's been fun getting these shots tonight. Chatting. Little chatting. Whew. Well, I'm real happy that battery and solar charger and everything else worked today. That was a breakthrough for me because it's something I wanted to happen, you know. It was working before and now I got it working again. So that's pretty awesome. I'm going to make it better when I get the two batteries. Apparently, if you do the batteries in parallel rather than in series, that's the best way to do it. Otherwise, it would be worthwhile just having one solar panel for one battery and have that power a certain amount of things, and then get a second solar power panel for a second battery with a second set of things that power. So, because when you put things in series, apparently that's an issue for maybe for older batteries, or maybe it's also the issue of it being too much voltage going into the charger. My charger again is rated up to 75 volts, and the panel puts out 76 or 77, 76, depending on the temperature during the day. You know. So, all right. Get a couple more close-up shots, and then see you in the dream time. Yeah, pretty cool. Hey, Carl, and thanks for the information. Carl was saying that the tower lights turned to red during a lift. Carl says, I think it was Booster 4 or Starship 20 with a full stack. Can't remember the dates. 420. Yeah, I guess that was maybe that was when it was. I'm pretty sure something happened on that day, but that's cool. So this is the first tanker I'm seeing coming in here. It might be good. Yeah, this is the first tanker coming in. Maybe there'll be some more coming in. It looks kind of short, so it's one of those shorter tankers. He might have enough room to do what he wants. It might be, yeah, okay, good stuff. So some activity there. But the 420, Starship Booster 4, Starship 20. Yeah, the Booster 4 is over there. I believe it's still over there. Then I know they scrapped something, but anyway, Booster 4, Starship 20 for the full stack last year, 2021. Okay, cool. Helena says it is. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, well, I'm going to end it, say goodnight. Don't know what tomorrow's going to hold, but I will attempt to send that message to the attorney tonight before going to sleep. Yeah, good night, Ken. Nice to see you. Helena, have a good day, Helena. Just starting your day. And the many people here, nice to see you in the chat or on, see the people. Yeah, see what tomorrow holds. See what today is if you're still starting your day. All right, look forward to see what happens. Adios. Yep, Carl, Helena, Ken, Stephanie, good stuff. In 10, 6 seconds, 5, 4. Yeah, thank you. Sweet dreams, everybody.